From the satisfying clunk of a cassette deck to the silent tap of a Spotify playlist, Gen X has witnessed the most radical shift in music consumption imaginable. One minute, they were recording songs off the radio. The next, a universe of music was at their fingertips. How did a generation so defined by analog ownership embrace the digital stream? And what did they surprisingly discover along the way? Gen X didn't grow up with instant answers. They grew up with patience. Before search engines, there were libraries. Before streaming, there were stacks of tapes. Before social media, there were real-world circles. They're the only generation that remembers a fully offline childhood and a fully connected adulthood. That dual exposure didn't just change their habits, it shaped their psychology. They learned to adapt without announcing it, to observe before reacting, to figure things out without tutorials. Many Gen X kids came home to empty houses, let themselves in, and handled problems alone, not because it was fashionable, but because it was normal. No tracking apps, no instant check-ins, no constant supervision. This built a quiet mental muscle, independent problem-solving. They trust their judgment more than trends. They verify before believing. They prefer experience over opinion. Gen X developed a natural skepticism, not from fear, but from exposure. They saw advertising promises fail. They saw institutions change. They saw technology rewrite rules again and again. So instead of chasing hype, they ask, does this actually work? They don't reject new things, but they don't blindly accept them either. They learned with rewinds and retries. Missed a song on the radio? Wait again. Tangled tape? Fix it. So when digital speed arrived, they didn't panic, they optimized. Gen X doesn't confuse speed with depth. They know convenience is useful, but mastery takes time. That balance is rare. Gen X culture rewarded competence more than visibility. You didn't need to be seen everywhere, you needed to be capable somewhere. They're comfortable not posting everything, comfortable not reacting instantly, comfortable being private. Silence for them is not weakness, it's control. They grew up owning music, movies, tools, and books, not just accessing them. Ownership creates attachment. Streaming creates availability. Gen X understands both and switches between them consciously. They value what lasts, not just what's trending. Because they experienced both scarcity and abundance, limited channels turned into infinite feeds, delayed replies turned into instant messaging, physical maps turned into live navigation. Their brains learned to compare systems, not just use them. This creates higher situational awareness, stronger critical thinking, lower impulsive adoption, and greater adaptability under change. From recording songs manually to summoning any track instantly, Gen X didn't just witness transformation, they mentally recalibrated with every shift. They didn't grow up optimized, they became optimized. And maybe that's what makes them mentally unique. They know how to function when things are slow and how to stay grounded when things are fast.